Has LeBron James already ruined Luka Doncic? Genuine question. Has he already ruined him? I ask that question because I have direct experience being a Miami Heat fan, watching what happens when LeBron James plays next to another elite level talent. When he played next to Dwayne Wade in Miami, it was weird that first year. They couldn't figure out who was going to take the ball. This was Wade's team, but LeBron wasn't comfortable. Blase, blase. They go to the finals. They're up 1-0. They blow a 15-point lead in game two with 6 minutes to go. And because they started taunting the Dallas Mavericks and thinking everything was funny, and the Mavericks win that game. But the Heat do go on to go up 2-1 in the series in Game Three, and then start mocking and taunting Dirk Nowitzki because apparently he got sick or he had a cold, and they were like all that stuff. The Heat go on to lose that series. LeBron James ended up having the worst series of his life. He is invisible in Game 4, 3, 4, and 5, largely. Game 6, Miami got blown out in Miami. And at the end of that year, Dwayne Wade handed the keys to LeBron. He got out the way because LeBron James can't function when someone else is getting all the shine. That's well known. He needs the look at me. He needs everyone to admire him because everyone knows that if you watch those finals that year, Dwayne Wade would have been named finals MVP, and that would have been a real bad look for LeBron James having his team win a championship and he not be the finals MVP. Even though Dwayne Wade had already been a champion and had already been a finals MVP. At the time, Dwayne Wade was arguably just as good as LeBron, maybe better, and would have been that finals MVP. He was the guy that knew how to win and knew what it took in those situations. But his running mate, in the end, abandoned him. He decided he wasn't going to shoot the ball. He decided he was going to disengage, almost in a protest. That's what LeBron James did. So you can go back and say, was this a protest or what? Was it on purpose? You'll never know. But I know that the Miami Heat were a much better team than those Dallas Mavericks and should have swept that team. They should have been up 3-0, largely because LeBron James did not perform in any capacity. So now you have a situation here where you've got Luka Doncic now traded to his team for Anthony Davis. By the way, welcome back to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by coming down the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Talk facts over feelings. Like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell. Appreciate everyone being on board. But this is what I'm talking about. Luka Doncic, before he gets to the Lakers, is a beast. He scores 30, almost 34 points a game last season. Just for a little bit of an education on him this season, Luka Doncic has 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 games, 4 total games, 4 total games that he scored less than 20 points in. Luka Doncic, in his first 3 games with the Lakers, has not scored 20 points. 14, 16, 14. He's 5 of 14, 1 of 7 from 3, 6 of 13, 3 of 8 from 3, 5 of 18, 1 of 9 from 3. They're 1 and 2 in those 3 games. Did Luka Doncic forget how to play basketball? No, he did not. This is a guy that averaged 34 a game last year, went to the NBA Finals last year. This is a guy who, I mean, typically shoots at a pretty decent clip. 45.4% this year. In 3 games with the Lakers, he is 17 for 45. What is that in percentage? 37.8%. He can't make shots in LA right now. I don't know why that is. It seems to be a common theme when you start playing with LeBron. Luka Doncic is a better player than LeBron James right now. He is in the prime of his career. He's 25 years old. I know he might be fat. I don't care. He's a better player than LeBron is right now. Period. It's not even close. It's not even close. Luka for a career is 28.5, 8.6, 8.2, 46.9 from the field, 34.7 from three. The dude is a monster. He's one of the top 4 players in the league. Probably top 3. And yet he gets to the Lakers and now the man can't play. I'm going to give you another example right here, just so you have another example of what's actually going on right now in LA. In those same 3 games that Luka's played for the Lakers, LeBron's stat line in those 3 games, he's had 24, 18, and 26. And the last game, Luka didn't play. He had 40. LeBron was 10 of 17, 6 of 13, 10 of 22. Not elite numbers. Remember, LeBron was crying about his foot. And then he played a back-to-back with a busted foot, right? Yeah, that's what he told you. That's what he told you. He had a busted foot. We all know that was a protest. So LeBron plays, and they lose by 3. He has 26-11. You can blame Luka if you want to. You could say it was Luka's fault they lost. But tell me this: why doesn't Luka have the ball? Why doesn't Luka have the ball? Luka doesn't have the ball. LeBron has the ball. LeBron is still the ball dominant guy on this team. He's still the ball. Luka plays 23 minutes, 33 minutes. In those games, LeBron played 29, 33, and 37, 38. LeBron is the ball dominant guy on this team. And that's the problem. And that's why when they made this trade, I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to work. And anyone with any sense of basketball knew this was not going to work. It wasn't going to work. The trade doesn't work for either team, actually. It doesn't work for either team. First off, Anthony Davis is a marshmallow. He's already hurt, and he's probably going to miss the rest of the season, knowing him. And LeBron's ball dominant. Here's the problem. Luka's ball dominant. There's a reason Luka and Kyrie actually played pretty well together. It's because Kyrie doesn't have to be ball dominant. Kyrie's used to playing with a ball dominant guy when he played with LeBron. Kyrie is probably, if not the greatest ball handler in NBA history. He's up in the top 2 or 3, if he's not the greatest ball handler. I mean, the man's ball skills are unbelievable. But in Dallas, the ball was in Luka Doncic's hand. Kyrie Irving was playing a small 2, and Luka was playing the point. So it worked because Kyrie Irving had the experience of deferring to LeBron James for the 3 years that they played together. Luka doesn't know how to defer to somebody. Not in the NBA. Not this guy. Not this guy who is. Let me see what his overall is for his career. Not this dude. This dude doesn't know how to defer. You crazy? This is a dude that's averaged every single season since his first year when he's rookie of the year and averaged 21.2 points per game. Listen to these numbers. His second year, 28.8, 27.7, 28.4, 32.4, 33.9. He also averaged 8.8, 8.6, 8.7, 8.0, and 9.8 assists per game. What? That's up until last year. Last year, he was 33.9 points, 9.8 assists, 9.2 rebounds. He's a point guard, dude. He's a shooting point guard. He's a scoring point guard. He's a ball dominant point guard. Yes, he will get guys shots, but he is a ball dominant player. He's a first team All NBA player 5 straight years. LeBron can't even say that at this point. LeBron cannot even say he's 5 times in a row all first team. LeBron has made one first team in the last 5 seasons. He's been second team, third team, third team, third team. No one's taking away from the fact that LeBron James is one of the greatest players ever, but he can't stand not being praised. He can't stand not being the center of attention. He has to have the ball. He needs the ball. He needs it. He can't function without being, it's all about me. LeBron James has always been a me first guy. People just don't seem to understand that. They, for some reason, they go, oh, he likes to pass first. No. Oh, yeah. He likes to pass. He's a pass first player. No, he's a pass first player because he doesn't want to be blamed. He's a pass first player because he doesn't like to get blamed when the moment's hot. He wants someone else to get blamed, which is why he's so often, with his incredible ability to get to the basket, get fouled, get hit, finish, yet somehow in all these situations late in games, and so many of them actually, he doesn't attack the rim because he's afraid he's going to miss free throws. And when he drives, he kicks. Yes, does he take some jump shots now and again for game winners? And has he won games? Sure. When you have the ball as much as he has the ball, it's gonna happen. You're gonna win games. You're gonna be the hero. But LeBron doesn't ever want to be the blame. But he also doesn't want to hand over the reins and say, yeah, you're really the guy. How can you sit here and say LeBron? How can LeBron sit here and say that Anthony Davis was the Lakers' best player, but now you got Luka Doncic and you're not giving this man the ball? You're not stepping to the side and going on the wing? LeBron James should be playing off the ball. Period. Luka is not an off the ball player. You're asking the guy who's 25 years old, 25, and the future of the franchise, to play off the ball, to appease this man's ego, to appease his pride, to appease his sense of worth. That's what we're doing here. That's what's happening here. LeBron James needs the adulation all the time. He needs to be the hero, but he'll never want to be the GOAT. And what I mean by the GOAT, I mean the guy who chokes. So has LeBron already ruined Luka's career? I'll say no yet. But he better hand that ball over to Luka when Luka's ready to go, because if he holds this ball, I'm going to tell you right now, the Lakers are not going far in the playoffs. LeBron needs to hand that ball to Luka and get the fuck out the way and get his ass on the wing where he belongs. Because Luka is that dude. But I knew this shit wasn't going to work. I knew it. It's not going to work. They're not going to win. And LeBron will probably play one more year because his ego won't allow him to retire. And we will see what happens of Luka Doncic's career. At some point, JJ Redick has to say, nah, bro, ball's going to Luka. You run this team. And that's part of the problem. That's part of the LeBron James problem, is that LeBron will never step aside for somebody else because he needs to be all about him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Has Luka been ruined already in 3 games by LeBron James? Why does every player have to defer to LeBron James? Why do all these guys who are star level guys have to say, here's the keys to the car, LeBron? Why does his ego not allow it to be the guy on the wing? It's one of those funny things that he could answer, but he never will, because if he has to answer with the truth is that his ego doesn't allow it, because that's just who he is. Thoughts in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell. This is Rudy's Rant. Come on now.